Hi, I'm Daniel from ProAV Solutions. Today I'm lucky enough to have with me the brand new Canon C400. It's a pre-production model due to be launched in September. Today we're going to be doing this as a two-part review. Part one will be an external review of the camera for the ergonomics with some button layouts and how it all fits together, and then the second part of this will be a more detailed review on the codecs and the internals of the camera and some test footage that we've gone out and shot. So without further ado, first things I just wanted to talk, can't be happier that Canon's released a camera like this. It's taken a little while, but after playing with it for a number of days now, yeah, very impressed. First things first, just wanted to talk about the weight and the size of the camera. So it's a box style unit, being able to mount on gimbals and get onto a drone, and just nicely balanced in the hand, and then being able to build that out if need be. What's really nice to see from Canon is that you're able to pull this camera straight out of the box and basically start shooting with it. You just need to add a lens, a battery and a memory card, and no need to add external monitors, add a cage or any other bolt-ons. Not to say that they don't have their place, but it is a working model that you can just shoot with, and quite sound to do so. So first things first, we will talk to the new LCD bracket that Canon have released. So we've got a lot of control over this. So you've got tilt access, you can flip it round to the side if you're wanting to shoot, or you've got a camera assist working with you. You've got tilt adjustments, so if you are planning on shooting in portrait mode, easy to adjust there. It is a touch screen. Probably the best new innovation that I've seen for a long time is that the LCD, instead of having a proprietary cable, Canon have opted to use just USB-C. So what that means is we can have a USB-C cable, and as wear and tear happens over time, or if we need to reposition this into a longer or a shorter configuration, we're able to just unscrew that. There's a really nice locking connector on both ends of these. And Canon's USB-C cable is really well made. I have checked it with a couple of others and it also works with those. There's also USB-C to connect the hand grip. This one is not interchangeable, but you can extend that out with a USB-C to C extension cable. Talking to the hand grip, on there we've got what we would usually expect: trigger, record, iris control, and 2 programmable buttons, as well as the toggle stick, which can be used to control menu functions or autofocus points, or a number of other things. Probably my only gripe about the hand grip is the mount. It's mounted onto an Arri rosette on the side of the camera. It's just a little bit fiddly and not quick adjustable. I'm fairly sure before this gets released that there'll be a few different options for a third-party bracket to be able to give you a quick release to be able to adjust and tilt that to suit your shot. Next bit that I'd like to cover, just all the functionality that we can achieve from this side of the body. So we've got ND filter controls here, lots of quick adjustment for those, and they change really quickly, coming from some of the older Canon range where you have to wait for it to slot in. This is like less than a second to flick between them, so it's very fast. We've got most of the layout you'd expect from and are familiar with the C300, C500 series of bodies. If you haven't played with any of those before, just some nice things that Canon do that some other manufacturers don't at this price point. We have a button here which we can illuminate the buttons and press that, and then all the buttons will be backlit, so if you are working in a dark environment or a theatre, you're able to see that without having a torch or something. Pretty much everything is programmable, but there are some preset ones here for just out of the box. We have a dual card slot system. The camera works on both CF Express Type B and SD card, giving you the ability to either do a dual record, a relay record, or you can do a high-res record to the CF Express and then a proxy record to the SD card. On the rear of the camera here, we have a battery well to work with the new series of batteries, the BPA30N and the BPA60N. It will work with the previous series of batteries as well, just a little bit more guts to these. There's 4 screws here, again similar to the C300, C500 design. We're giving us the ability to mount on some third-party battery plates. There's some really tidy little examples of those that exist from Full Frame Camera Co. and some other manufacturers. And then they power a small V-lock, which gives you the ability to power accessories, and then going into the 4-pin XLR for power to do so. We've got ports-wise a monitor output, an SDI output, so we can have separate outputs there. There is a HDMI output. Normal ones would expect 3.5mm mic jack, headphone jack, a USB for some control. Probably one of my gripes on here, Canon have opted to go down the mini XLR pathway on the camera. I completely understand for the size of the body. I probably would have forgone a couple of other ports for my personal use to have a full-size XLR, but we'll see what comes of that. And we also have a Genlock and timecode port, and they are via some DIN connectors on there to keep them small form factor, plenty of adapters for those. We've got also a network port over on this side for streaming and some other protocols. Talking to the top of the camera comes with a really solid top handle included with the kit. It's got 4 different mounting points on there, so there's no way that's going to work its way loose like some of the other models have in the past. It's also got an active shoe on the top of that, which transfers from the body. If we do decide to take that off and wanted to break the camera down in size for that gimbal use or whatnot, we are easily able to quickly adjust that, take it off, and slide that backwards. Now we've got an even smaller form factor body, and as you can see, quite easy to mount, and they've got plenty of 1/4-inch threads all over it. On the base of the camera, we've got 4 mounting points with some locating pins as well, and a lens port on the front, giving you the ability to mount some of Canon's bigger cine zooms on there and power the servo off of that, which is quite a nice addition too on a camera of this size. Just continuing through the front of the body, we have a 6K sensor in this unit. Because of that beautiful 6K sensor, we're able to record in RAW, HEVC, AVC, and then there's tons and tons of bitrate and record options. There's also an addition from Canon available which gives you the ability to mount an RF to PL mount adapter, and it's a locking PL mount, and you'll note that there are 4 screws on here. Canon's adapter will mount directly into those 4 screws and then eliminate any play in the mount versus some of the other third-party RF to PL mount adapters, which might give you a little bit of play, especially when you're using a longer zoom lens. So to wrap up the first part of this review before we take a deep dive into the menu system and the recording codecs and some of the test footage, I just wanted to say super impressed with the body. It's a great size, plenty of flexibility, able to use directly out of the box, and you can configure it in dozens and dozens of different ways. Shipping in September, and really excited about it. Thank you.